Hi everyone, good evening, welcome to Live After 5. I hope you're all well and survived the storm. It was an unusual one, and I guess the kids were the ones who won today because they all got to stay at home and they were absolutely delighted. I just want to share something with you. I was chatting to one of my clients this afternoon and I asked her, would she be interested in buying an investment property? And she said, yes, Regina, I would be interested. Hi, Eileen. Hi, Helen. Thanks for joining. She said, yes, I would be interested. But she said, is it a good time to buy? And then she said, what about a property crash? Is there a property crash coming? And she said, everyone's talking about that. And I'm thinking, well, first of all, I don't know because I'm not a voyeurist. So that's the truth of the matter. What do I think? Well, I think we need to look at the law of supply and demand. And the supply is exceptionally low and the demand is high. And then we haven't had enough houses built to supply the demand. And so I don't see there being, hi Ken, thanks for watching. I just don't see it happening right now. But also in terms of investment property, I said, look, not all things are equal and we have to compare apples with apples. So for example, I was looking online there for the last hour and a half at properties, investment properties for sale. And there's a lot of apartments for sale, actually really good value. And I was looking at one, for example, 115,000 in Penrose Lane, and it's with Deirdre Phelan. And I think that's a really good buy. Now, it's not in the rent pressure zone in Penrose Lane, and at 120,000, you could actually get a really good return out of that investment. And the other thing is, just to remember, if you were actually to go and build an apartment, not that you could build one on your own, you would not build an apartment for 120,000. So at the moment, the cost to build is somewhere around €120 per square foot. So it just wouldn't happen. So to actually build a two-bed apartment, now there's an awful lot of things to factor in, but I think you do very well to build a two-bed apartment in Waterford for less than 200,000, and you're buying one for 120. And then that doesn't include the margin, that would go on top of the apartment, because I don't think you'd get to buy a brand new two-bed apartment for 200,000. It just wouldn't happen. So right now in Waterford, there's some really good value. Now, the other thing is, if you're an investor and you're looking at buying an apartment, you have to look at the income that you're going to take in after all your expenses. It may be 5,000 or 6,000 euros. And if you multiply that over the life cycle of your investment, then that investment has paid for itself. And at the end of it, you have an asset. Because right now, let's face it, if somebody has a pension fund or has money resting in their account, the bank are actually deleting money out of your account to charge you to bank it. So it makes sense for some people who are in that position to invest their money in an asset that's actually sweating for them. And what I mean by that, it's actually working for them and giving a return. So I think Waterford has exceptional value for money. I was also looking at two-bed apartments for sale on the quay, and they are priced at 120,000. They're lovely apartments. So many good properties available. I'll just shout out another couple there that I thought were really good. There's a two-bed in Wellington that's priced at 120,000. Then another two-bed at 120. So there's quite a bit. And then Halle Grace have a two-bedroom house in Emmett Place for 125,000. So really good value in Waterford. Obviously, you want to check, if you're buying an apartment, what are the service fees? what are the expenses involved in running the apartment building, and is it a good building, is it safe, all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to share that with you. Great value in Waterford, and if there's anything that we can do to help, do get in touch. Take care, and as I always say, slán go fóill.